Hello, and welcome back to the channel. And today's video is about the reason that let Fernando Torres leave Liverpool for Chelsea. Now let's get started. Torres's romance with Liverpool has lasted 4 years. This week, Torres put in an official transfer request at Liverpool. The economic and sporting crisis at the Reds was the spark.
It's still hard to understand why he's left now. There would have been reasons, he would have been frustrated, maybe he just wanted a change. But the brutal reality for the Liverpool fans is he's not one of their own. He's not Steven Gerrard. You're a king, but you could become a true legend. It's like turning your back on your family.
With 72 goals to his name, Torres still hadn't won any silverware as a Red. The most expensive signing in Premier League history, the 5th in the history of football, and the top-paid Spanish footballer. As of today, Fernando Torres is all of those things. I will always regret not having tried to stop the team falling apart, demanding that they sign players. But I don't regret having left because they didn't fulfill the promises and expectations that the club had offered me. What happened during that period was that nobody was bothered about Liverpool or their fans. On a director's level, the club doesn't exist. At the time, there were people in charge as they sold the club who didn't care a bit about Liverpool or any of the players personally. The club was in ruin internally, and it needed years to recover. I didn't have that kind of time. When we explained the situation, first the director of football, who was Damien Comolli at the time, I never saw any evidence that they cared about me leaving. Rather, it started to become, how much will we earn? And when will we do it? I don't know where they came from, but they stabbed me in the back and betrayed me. Because minutes later, it was in the press, meaning that somehow they had to find the guilty party. Reporters in media, let me go. Torres tells Kenny he wants to go to Chelsea. Fernando Torres as to abandon Liverpool. I'm leaving. Torres requests transfer, but Liverpool surprise the Spanish striker want to leave. If I'd listened to what the press said, I would have hated that player they were writing about too. I haven't seen anybody held to account. And it could have, good Lord, what it could have done, because a lot of people lost respect for him being the player he is. I mean journalists, I mean fans. I mean people who are part of the footballing world.
I mean, it must have felt like a dagger to Liverpool fans' hearts, because when a transfer request goes in, that's not simply agents talk, that's not simply journalists and headlines, that is very real. That is a player saying, I want to leave, I am turning my back on you, it's divorce.
Not many people can play with my heart, only my family, but Fernando Torres, when he came to me and we spoke face to face, I knew he wanted to go to Chelsea. So it was a very difficult position for me to be in because I wanted to keep him at Liverpool and I wanted to stay close and be his partner for a long, long time. At the same time, as a friend, I didn't want to stop him, but I remember the day and it was one of the worst days of my football career, for sure.
I left friends, I left memories. I achieved some personal goals. Others were left unfulfilled. All footballers need to feel they've their potential. And now I'm going to look for it at Chelsea. So it's a big step for me, and I only hope it lives up to expectations.
Yeah. Fernando Torres leaving. I mean, yeah, still a shock now. Fernando Torres leaving. For some on Merseyside, for Liverpool fans, it did feel like a betrayal. Particularly going to Chelsea, particularly with everything that Chelsea represented, new money, Russia money. So it must have felt like a double snub to them.
Huge loser, traitor. We plan on lighting this bitch on fire.
Let's see how this works.
All right.
Liverpool's number 9 is gone. Bye-bye, Torres. You'll never walk alone.
Lights out, Torres.
Yeah, it's fucking poison, man.
Did you want more titles? Yes, we all want that. I understand people's reaction and the anger and disappointment. I didn't consider the other elements, the rivalry. I didn't care about the city or the glamour. I choose the place I thought would get me closer to what I didn't have. The reason I left home, which was titles. Thanks for watching the video. We'll be back with the next one.